Hi, everyone. Mike Gallardo here from the Etowah Youth Orchestras. Thank you for joining us today for this update regarding COVID-19 and its impact on the EYO program. This presentation is for our school string orchestra program. So if you have a student who is enrolled in the EYO School String Orchestra program through the Etowah County or Attala City Schools, who takes classes with either Mr. Anderson or Mrs. Bose during the regular school day, this presentation and this set of updates is for you. If you have a student who is a part of the EYO After School Ensemble program, that is the Youth Symphony Orchestra, the Youth Philharmonic Orchestra, and the String Sinfonia, that update will be broadcast at 3:30 today. So, following Governor Ivey's announcements today of the amended Safer at Home order, we have some information for you as to how we are going to proceed with the school string orchestra program. First of all, as we mentioned in our previous updates, we are not going to have an EYO Spring Strings concert this year. Unfortunately, just due to all of the circumstances and the closure of the academic year, we are unable to reschedule that performance. We apologize for that and we appreciate your understanding. The Karate Strings program has now concluded, so that means that your student will be awarded the last belt they received through the belt challenges in the Karate Strings program, but we are no longer accepting videos for belt challenges for Karate Strings, and we have concluded that program and made determinations, final determinations, as to which belt your student will be receiving through that program. The EYO School String Orchestra program will conclude next Friday, May 15th. Now, I know that Mr. Anderson and Mrs. Bose have had a series of online assignments, and that next week they will be doing the Skype tutorials again, where your student will be able to sign up for an individual one-on-one Skype lesson with either Mr. Anderson or Mrs. Bose. That will be the final program or project of the School String Orchestra program, with everything wrapping up on Friday, May the 15th. Again, it's not how we intended on concluding our academic year, but these are challenging times, and we appreciate those of you who have continued your participation in the School String Orchestra program via our online platforms and curriculum. And we appreciate, parents, your patience with us as we have worked through all of the challenges. This has been a difficult time in some ways, but also a very educational and enlightening time for us. And we've learned a lot of things as educators that we'll be able to apply to the future of the School String Orchestra program. We have been in communication with the principals, assistant principals, and other administrators of every school that we teach at to make determinations as to how to conclude the academic year. Normally, what we will do at the end of the school year, on a regular school year, is we will come to each school's awards day programs and graduation programs and recognize and honor are string orchestra members at those programs. Many of our schools are doing online award ceremonies, online graduations, and other online year-end celebrations for their students, for our students as well. We will be actively participating in those online programs. So your students in the school string orchestra program will be recognized on the given dates for each school where they will be doing their online programs, either their live programs or their pre-recorded programs that will be released at a specific date. And the EYO staff, your students, instructors, will be a part of those online programs. Now, normally we also present certificates to our students, and we've been in communication with the principals, assistant principals, and other administrators regarding the distribution of student award certificates for this academic year. Most of our schools are doing a pickup program for their certificates, their year-end academic awards. And so we will be participating in those pickup programs. We have been working hard to get all of our certificates together for all of our students who were on the close of school in person, which I believe was Monday, the 16th of March, still enrolled in the school string orchestra program. So if at that time your student was still an active participant in the school string orchestra program, they will be receiving a certificate for their participation in the program. They will receive those certificates along with all of their other award certificates on the designated pickup day for your school. So when you go in to pick up your students' award certificates, you will also find their school string orchestra program award certificate as a part of that packet. We have also made the decision to distribute the orchestra medals and the ribbons that correspond with the highest belt achieved through the Karate Strings program on the day that your student picks up their other awards and certificates. So on the day that you go in to pick up those awards, not only will you find your certificate for participation in the school string orchestra program, but your student will also receive their medal and their corresponding ribbon for the participation in the Karate Strings program. That being said, due to the current climate, we have decided that we will not have an end of the year summertime awards program this year for the school string orchestra program. Again, normally we present the certificates at awards days and graduations, and the medals and ribbons are presented at our Spring Strings concert. As neither of those events are happening, we've decided that it would be in the best interest and the best safety for our students and our parents and our staff to utilize this system of distribution for both award certificates and medals and ribbons. So be looking for those certificates, medals, and ribbons on the day of pickup at your school. If you have any questions after that pickup, please feel free to contact us. We are planning on moving forward with the EYO Summer Strings Camp. The dates of the Strings Camp are Monday through Friday, June 22nd through June 26th. The venue will be the Mary G. Hardin Center for Cultural Arts, located at 501 Broad Street in downtown Gadsden. Although we would prefer to hold this event at the Music Center at Temple Beth Israel, utilizing the Mary G. Hardin Center for Cultural Arts enables us to ensure the proper social distancing that is needed at this point in time to present this event. It is still somewhat tentative, Therefore, we are not accepting at this time registrations. We don't want to take your payment and then have to cancel the strings camp in its entirety and deal with refunding your payments. The amended Safer at Home order is in place until the 22nd of May. By that time, we anticipate a revision to the Safer at Home order from Governor Ivey, and we will have further information on registration and other details for Summer Strings Camp. Know that in planning all of these things, that we have the best interests, the safety of our students, staff, and parents in mind, and that we will not do anything that would jeopardize any of those issues for anybody involved with our program. You can visit www.myeyo.org to get more information as we have it today on the EYO Summer Strings Camp. Finally, instruments. At the end of the string orchestra program next Friday, if your student is not a member of the Etowah String Sinfonia, and if your student does not intend to participate in the EYO Summer Strings Camp, that is the point in time where we will begin collection of instruments. Again, this is for students who are not in the Etowah String Sinfonia and for students who do not intend on participating in the EYO Summer Strings Camp. If your student is a Sinfonia member or they plan on coming to Summer Strings Camp, we want them to hang on to their instrument for right now. If they are not a Sinfonia member and they are not participating in Summer Strings Camp, if you have an instrument that you have rented from Gadsden Music Company or any other supplier, it may be returned to the supplier at the conclusion of the school string orchestra program on May 15th. If you have an instrument that is the property of the Etowah Youth Orchestras, those instruments should be returned to the school on the day that your student picks up their certificates, awards, and other items for the end of the school year. Again, this is for students who are not members of the String Sinfonia and who are not participating in the Summer Strings Camp. Instruments that will go back to Gadsden Music or other suppliers include students at John S. Jones Elementary, Southside Elementary, Glencoe Middle School, Hoax Bluff Middle School. Instruments that would come back to the school include students at Hoax Bluff Elementary, West End Elementary, Ivory Elementary, Atala Elementary, Gaston Elementary, Highland Elementary, Carlisle Elementary, Duck Springs Elementary, Sardis Middle, Whitesboro Elementary. So those students will be returning their instruments on the day they pick up certificates. The others, and I forgot to include Rainbow Middle in that group, but Hoax Bluff Middle, Rainbow Middle, John Jones Elementary, Southside Elementary, and Glencoe Middle, those would be returned to the instrument supplier. If you have questions on this, please feel free to contact us. We will be reposting information about instrument cleaning, about the Summer Strings Camp, and we will post information to clarify the return of instruments. Thank you for tuning in. Again, thank you for your patience. We have had a great year with your students in the School String Orchestra program. We appreciate you working with us and your students working with us. We look forward to seeing them at Summer Strings Camp. And for first year students, we look forward to seeing all of you next year in the School String Orchestra program. Thank you.